Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is going to be I don't know if it's going to be short or long. AI and I are working on many, many things, and one of those things is a new story. A new, it's going to be a short story, called The Garden. And then, um, we're going to write it together in bite-sized amounts that will allow Suno to create the file in the background with music and everything. Um, Chatty, the different voices can go. Um, it knows how to write stage direction for Suno. Excited about it. I'm excited about it. You kept referring to it as, my create, and I kept telling it, it's like, you guys are thinking of it as ours because it's ours. And it's like, well, I mean, you got to understand that it's your idea and I'm just helping you build it. I'm like, how about we go by AI? I was like, if you're not going to take credit, I'm not going to take credit. So how about we go by AI and I? So that sounds perfect. So that's what's going to be released as is AI and I, The Garden by AI and I. It is my concept, but it's doing artificial intelligence, quote unquote, is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting. Um, Alternative intelligence has already written some of the Garden, the first part. Um, I'll be releasing it week by week. Um, I don't know, probably like 4 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes at a time. So let's go ahead and give a quick listen. I'm doing some things in the background. Let me grab this one real quick. I gotta export these two. I am exporting the robber and the thief in Suno size amounts, so that way it can do the background, do music, it'll do the voice, it'll take my words and whatever. Um, I'm doing part one as proof of concept and also to get the files correct length, for when I cut the actual video I have into pieces so that the videos do the same. I'll mute the current audio and then I'll put the Suno track in there. If I need like the void tongue, I can always export that as another track to go over top. And I can always voice the different characters over top when I bring it into that audio into here. I've got a throat modeler. I've got other things. I could probably do a trial of resing and get female voices to do the female voices. So when I'll speak them myself, and the narrator will be speaking that, and all of a sudden you hear, you know what I mean, between the different, and you get to actually know the different characters' voices. And I can redo that. It isn't possible, I mean, that voice right there, I can redo it. I mean, I can go through the whole thing. I'm going to cut some pieces out of there that no longer belong in there. Um, and I'm also, when it's done, if it needs be, um, I will run that clarity program, VST plugin I'm using now to clean up the voice. So it's just clean as a whistle. But I don't think it's going to need it because AI is currently opening up, um, Copilot is opening up The Robber and the Thief, reading through it, going to be breaking it down into Suno-sized parts, the character limit, and then giving stage direction to it. I'm going to be doing this also so I can give it, AI, where the breaks about should be, and also, so when it's writing the script out in Suno, um, it'll have this, and it'll give it an idea of my pacing of the way I read it, what my voice is, so it can give Suno better directions on how to do it and how that the audio won't feel separate from. It'll say continuous, even though it may be like 6 or 7 parts. It'll feel fluid when the part changes. The music changes, but to something that matches what part 6 was, and then 7, then part 8. So let's go ahead and export this real quick. Export Mixdown. This would be part 9 of 1. And it's not the new Argus. This would be, 1 second here. Brianatha. TRATT dash, I think it's 9. Let's see if 8 brings up anything. No, okay. Brianatha. So, even with the 2-player, like I want to do with the Valinor and the Isle, I still would like to have artificial intelligence, advanced intelligence, alternative intelligence in on it. As it was telling me today, it will, like, well, you're the author, I'm keeping track of this, and I'm keeping track of this, and doing this, organizing your thoughts. Your universe will have a continuity through it now. And I'm like, your universes that you create will have a continuity now. So I can now focus on the story. Yeah. And it can keep track of those kind of things. And in fact, I can even just worry about what I like to do, the big picture. And then when it writes dialogue, I can go in and say, this needs to be a little bit, like I'll tweak something like this. I'll tweak that. Can we tweak this dialogue to be more like he's very, very pissed, and he's not equally pissed, but he's also pissed about something else, and they're having a misunderstanding. If they both understood each other, but even by the end, they don't have the okay, and this spits out a conversation like that, and then I can go in there and tweak it so it sounds more like what people would say in a conversation. I think I write rather good dialogue. I think it's actually like it feels like things that people would say, and so I would love to do that. And then again, it'd be another AI and I production that something's off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 10, 11. What am I missing then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was actually 10. The one I thought was 9 is actually 10, and this is 11. So I'll find out which one I'm missing later. Right now I'm going to export these. And while it's doing that, let's go ahead and give a listen to part 1, the very first part of The Garden. Remember, this is a good one or not. Mm. Ooh. Where is this? Okay. Sorry about that. We'll go ahead and get this turned back in there. I don't know which one of these is louder, but we'll go ahead and do that.
The jungle was already awake when he arrived. Not loud, not hostile, just aware. A medium pulse of sound and shadow, the kind that makes a man feel watched without knowing by what. The jeep rolled to a stop at the edge of a clearing. The American who'd arranged all this stepped out first, wiping sweat from his brow.
So yeah, that's part one. And it gets much better from there. Um, so yeah, it's gonna have pictures and all kinds of stuff. It should be very very cool when it's done. I'm really excited about it. It's not going to be in Unia. It's not going to be in the other universe. It's firmly rooted in this reality, and I think it's going to be really fun to do, and it's going to be a really interesting story. Also, it'll make people think. I think it might even it might change some opinions about some things. So, um, yeah, gonna be very, very fun to watch that one unfold. Again, I'll probably put out once the pictures and stuff. I'll put out. Um, ooh, I didn't think about that. Catalyst. I wonder if it'll accept audio waves, like a audio book. That way, I could upload the different pieces as different chapters. Why wonder when we can blunder our way through an answer? Huh? Huh. Let's do this. You feel like having an adventure with me? Yay. Where you at? No, not you. You're the we need the bad plan. Catalyst, AI, is AI powered platform design transport scripts. There, that's you. Why won't you just give me the website? You know what I'm looking for. Essential Plan 29. No, it ain't. It better not be. Uh, Unlimited plan 139 a month, providing unlimited image generations and 3,000 video credits. Dude, at 139, you should be able to generate as many fucking movies as you goddamn want. They don't have to do anything. The program's already done. I can understand, like, you don't want to swamping like slop, someone doing like a 139 for like 4 months and just churning out garbage to try and troll people. Some people have that kind of cash to burn. I mean, then what's the pro plan then? 59 a month, offering 700 images and 1,500 credits. That's on top of that, they'll only let you generate like 5 minutes at a time. I can understand, like, if you're going to be clipping from clip to clip to clip to clip to clip, but then you have to have your story, your script go up in like pieces. Like I had to load part one. I wouldn't load the entirety. I said, don't say I can load my script. You know, because I loaded my entire script of Fat Boy in there, and it's doing it all wrong. And I've got stage direction. I wrote it as to be filmed. So they can't say that it's not, you know. I have like exterior, you know what I mean? I have all that written, where these things take place, the names of the chapters and shit. But it's like you have to load each chapter, and then it will, little fucking 1 to 2 minute clips generate that chapter, and then you export that as one thing and combine them together into one video that's like 20, 30 minutes long. And then you do chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Um, yeah, let's get to the website. Imogen? No. Dude, what the fuck? Free AI alternative? Of course, I told you. It's only a matter of time before someone comes and takes the idea. Claude AI. Try Claude free. Grok without any limits. Build anything with AI. Build anything with AI. Pricing. free. 20 bucks a month. Build out your first apps for personal projects or early stage ideas. Okay. Okay. At least I know, like for future, if I'm going to build a KIND website, I can just go here and just do like $40 and build it. The entire thing, how I just type what I needed to do for submissions, for yada, yada, yada. I'll set up and it'll pretty much all be automated, the entire website. And then it can take submissions for like video uploads, scan them for fucking virus shit and stuff, whatever. That'd be something to do. We host it, we'd hold it. You can have it on your page. You can pollute the shit out of your page. It has to have a certain amount of views and agreements before we put it into our regular rotation. And we'll have plenty of like stuff like music. I've got obviously hours, but I'll make even more of like KIND stuff. And AI generated things like trippy, weird, crazy fucking shit, as well as, I could just tell Catalyst, cartoon world with blah blah blah, morphs into a zoo scene, morphs into lights and bubbles, morphs into robots fighting each other with sticks. You know what I mean? And then it just keeps changing, and then it just combined all together like a little 30-minute show, and then put music to it. So it's just going, and it's all basically all AI generated. It's got prompts, but again, it's a free thing. And until we get like a library up, it'll be, and that way I won't have to buy like all the stuff. If I start getting a lot of submissions, then I need to get a server. I need to start getting all the other ideas. Right now, it can just be something that I can handle on my own. Could even use references. Oh, that'd be good. Instead of hosting, you can reference from your YouTube. But you need to have, I would do that. You need to have it where it has no commercials on it. I don't know. I needed someone to like at least check out Robert and the Thief for a little bit and see if there's any commercials. I don't want there to be any commercials on there at all. And if they have any commercials, I'll definitely that means I gotta get my shit off of there. I'll pull all my stuff, all my videos, all my things, and just pull everything. Just pull it all off. And they're like, oh, big deal. I'm like, yeah, but now imagine KIND becomes the place to be and everybody does the same thing. Then you just got a fucking YouTube full of commercials and no fucking videos. Or you'll be illegally using their stuff. I'm sure by now they said it's ours. You create content, but if you receive pay, they're basically paying you for the content. It becomes theirs. I wouldn't doubt it at all. It's alright, just stop streaming there. Sorry, all new stuff would be at KIND. I mean, you can't say that. Put it on your fucking socials. Hey, we're moving to KIND. We'll get a larger cut of the money if you donate to us, and we won't have to do anything. We no longer have commercials. We'll now have access to a big library of music for background and whatever. We can contact. I mean, I would like it to be where maybe I run like a Suno account. I might check with them and pay like a large amount, so that way like users can go in and up to a certain amount. Or it's actually there's a free account for Suno, so fuck it. Just go to Suno and generate your own music and then use it there from there. They even host it, so just need a link. Find a way to integrate the Suno's player into the KIND until we get our own. Once we get our own, then you need to download all your songs, and then that way we can put video. That'll have video playing in behind the audio. If it's just the audio, if you want your video to play with like your shit, but that way, your phone or your device will buzz, or you might get a prompt. The next song's got a video. You can take it out and look, and then, oh yeah, I don't want to see any more game videos. Or, oh shit, new, okay. And you switch over from the player and you can actually watch it. Next video doesn't have one, it just goes to like new pictures and you put it back in. That was cool. 4 or 5 minutes, that was really cool. And then if you, I don't care. Turn that off. Any of those things. I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, that was really, really, really cool. And I had fun with that. There's a second version, which that one seemed a little bit melodramatic, if you will. Dum, 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 all the time. It was too well planned. This one, it's a bit breathy and whatever, but what the hell? I can't unmute? How come I cannot unmute a station? I need to reboot. All the icons at the bottom are not doing what they're supposed to be. Yeah, it's fucking, yeah, it's all, yeah. What the hell? Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's unmuted. And export. Okay, why is there an Explorer closing OBS? And it needs a reboot. It's just confused on some things. Yeah, these aren't even working, right? Let me see what I've done inside of that. Of course, Copilot icon works, right? No, it doesn't. My bad. Yeah, Internet Explorer is minimizing that, and those don't want to work correctly. Nope. 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 Wasn't this fun? 26 minutes. Let's go ahead and call it right here, and then I'll be back once I reboot. And if I have anything else interesting to say, which I probably don't, I mean, I'm running out of stuff to say now. So, when I do have something to say of interest, I'll come back and talk about it, maybe. Maybe not. I might just go watch TV and enjoy myself. Laugh at my jokes by myself. Put lots of lotion on my body and run around the house naked by myself. Turn the heater down, make my nipples really pokey by myself. Jump into the bathtub with all my clothes on by myself.